Hey, how's it going? So there are some very mildly interesting things in the game, and I made a couple videos about this in the past, but I thought of some more things, and these things aren't like game-changing things that will completely alter the way you play the game, but more like things that you might find kind of neat. And some of you might already know one or more, or even all the things on this list, but my goal today is that at least one of these things are going to be new to you. So today we are going to be going over 5 mildly interesting facts in Old School RuneScape. So the first mildly interesting fact is that there are references to RuneScape being a computer game in the game. So if you talk to the bartender in the Blue Moon Inn in Varak and ask him for help, he'll say he doesn't want to help you because it'll make the computer game too easy. And if you go on to question him, he'll say that the world around us is a computer game called RuneScape. And then your character will ask what a computer is, and the bartender will try to explain to you that it's like a magic box, but your character will think he's crazy and just end the conversation right there. Now, this conversation has been in the game since at least the early days of RuneScape 2, but during the 2014 Halloween event in Old School, there's actually a computer on a table during the event, which is very interesting considering that this is a medieval-based game. The 2014 Halloween event in Old School was supposed to be the same as the 2007 Halloween event in RuneScape 2, but I did some deeper digging, and I discovered this table was exactly the same in the 2007 event with the chairs and the book in the same position, although there was no carpet there, but the one big thing missing is that there was no computer there. And I'm not sure what this is supposed to mean or if Jagex just put it there for the memes. But let's move on to the next mildly interesting fact, which is that daggers give a magic attack and defense bonus. Nearly every dagger in the game gives a +1 bonus to magic attack and magic defense, with only a couple obscure exceptions. But you can see even some of the non-metal ones like the Bone Dagger and the Abyssal Dagger give this bonus as well, and even if the dagger is poisoned like with the DDS, you'll still get that bonus. So if you're just coming off Tutorial Island without the funds to purchase any kind of staff right away, you'll be best off equipping your Bronze Dagger if you want to train magic. The next fact is that agility works exactly in free-to-play as it does in Members Worlds. So right here you can see my main account has 99 agility and no items in the inventory or equipped, and I've got this alt account following me with 1 agility and again no items in my inventory or equipped. So we ran around the map and got run energy to 0, and they both reached it at the same time, which is no surprise there, but then I waited for the run to restore, and run energy does in fact restore faster on my main account due to having a higher agility level, even though we're in a free-to-play world. And if you want to take a look at this chart I pulled off of the wiki, it explains that with level 1 agility, run energy restores at a rate of 1 every 7.5 seconds, while at level 99 it restores 1 energy every 2.5 seconds. So run energy restores 3 times faster at level 99 versus at level 1, and you can see that this math checks out because the alt account had 34 run right as the main account reached 100. The fourth fact that I want to go over is about the Ava's devices. So you can set them to whether or not you want them to collect random items, which could be useful to some people depending on their situation, and they also pick up a lot of your ammunition when you're ranging. But something you may not know is that if you have a metal plate body or chain body that gives a negative range attack bonus equipped, then it'll cancel out the magnetic function of the Ava's device, meaning that you won't pick up any random metal objects, and you also won't pick up any ammunition when you're ranging. And this is true for all the Ava's devices, including the assembler, which I tested out myself because the wiki didn't have much information on it. And sure enough, the assembler wasn't picking up any mithril items even after spending some time skilling with it with the plate body on, and I wasn't even picking up a single bolt while ranging either. And for the fifth and final mildly interesting fact that I want to go over today is that King Abawoji, the king of monkeys on Apatol, is actually an object, not an NPC. If you right-click any other NPC in the game, their name will show up as yellow, while if you right-click any random inanimate interactive object like a tree or a bank booth, then their text will show up as blue. But for some reason, King Abawoji was coded in as an object because if you right-click his name, it shows up as blue. Although I have no knowledge of coding whatsoever, so I'm not sure whether or not this was intentional. But that is going to wrap it up for today's video. I hope you were able to learn at least one new thing today, but if not, I hope you still found the video mildly interesting. So thank you so much for watching today's video, and I will see you again tomorrow.